Hello students, welcome to this class. In today's video, I will be talking to you about how to choose a correct verb form when you have percentages, portions, and fractions as subjects. As you can see, I wrote a note there for you that says, pay special attention to the prepositional phrase. Because in the prepositional phrase, you will find the noun that the subject is referring to. And that way you will know whether to use a singular or plural verb. The first example says, 1/4 of the population was ignored. As you can see here, I am using the singular form of the verb be in past. Was, okay? 1/4 of the population. Okay, you, after of, pay attention to this prepositional phrase, of the population. So this is what we are talking about here, the population. So that is what the verb must agree with. Even though it is not the subject is this here, 1/4 of the population was ignored. But you have to base your decision on the verb form. You have to base it on what you are talking about, what noun you are focusing on. The population, 1/4 of the population. So it is a singular noun, therefore you must use a singular verb, present past. It doesn't matter in this case. The next one. 1/4, well, first we must capitalize this one because it doesn't even look capitalized. 1/4 of the voters were ignored. Okay, I just changed the sentence up here a little bit down here so that you can notice that, for example, you have this prepositional phrase here and you will focus on this noun, voters. It is a plural noun, and that is what 1/4 is referring to. So that is why we must use a plural verb, were. 1/4 of the voters were ignored. If I said 1/4 of the population, then I should say was ignored and not were, okay? The next one says 25% of her income goes to charity. We are talking about 25%. That is our subject. And then we have a prepositional phrase of her income. And then we have a singular verb, goes to charity. All right, so what is this 25% focusing on? What are we talking about? Her income. Income is a singular noun. Therefore, we used a singular verb. And the last one says 50% of reporters, this is our subject here, 50%, and then we have a prepositional phrase of reporters put their lives in danger. So we are talking about, this is focusing on reporters, a plural noun. So that is why we chose a plural verb. If I said one reporter puts his life in danger, we would add the s to make a singular verb. But in this case, we need a plural one because we are talking about a plural noun. Right? So now you note that percentages, portions, and fractions may be singular or plural according to the noun they are talking about or they are focusing on. All right? Well, next I will give you some practice examples and sentences so that you can, of course, keep practicing with me. Now you are going to help me fill in the blank with the correct verb or verb form. The first one says, a majority of women, we have a portion as a subject. A majority of women blank worried about their weight. So we have the prepositional phrase here, and we know that this portion is focusing on that noun, women, a plural noun. So we must use a plural verb. You could say have worried or are worried. It doesn't matter which verb. Just notice that you must use a plural verb, not has or is. A majority of women is worried would be incorrect. A majority of women are worried or have worried about their weight. The next one says, a majority of the project. You could also use this portion for things of the project. So now we know what we are talking about in this prepositional phrase. The project, a singular noun. So we must use a singular verb. So we could say is very convincing. All right? And the last one, 20%. Now we have a percentage as a subject of smokers. In this prepositional phrase, we know what we are talking about now. Smokers. It is a plural noun. So we know we need a plural verb. Are trying to quit. So this is how you choose between a plural or singular verb when you have percentages, portions, and fractions as subjects. It is as simple as paying attention to the prepositional phrase, because the prepositional phrase will tell us what we are talking about, or what the percentage, the portion, or the fraction is focusing on, and which verb to use, a singular one or a plural one. All right, next I will leave you some homework. Remember that you need to practice as much as you can. For homework, you are going to write 4 sentences using fractions, portions, and percentages as subjects. Remember, pay special attention to the prepositional phrase, because the noun in the prepositional phrase will tell you whether to use a singular or a plural verb. All right, good luck in your English studies, and please leave your homework in the comment section below this video. If you have any comment, suggestion, or question, let me know. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Would you like to watch my next video? Click on the television to the right. Talking to you about how to make a verb agree with its subject when you have a subject complement. As you may